Imagine if a simple tea leaf could help smooth out the blood sugar roller coaster after your meals. That's the promise many people make about mulberry leaf extract, and it's why you're seeing it in gummies, teas, and capsules everywhere. In this video, you'll learn what mulberry leaf extract is, how it seems to support more stable blood sugar, who it might help, how people usually take it, and the key safety points. Quick reminder, never start or stop supplements or change your medications without checking with a qualified healthcare professional who knows your medical history. So, what is mulberry leaf extract in simple terms? Picture a big shade tree with soft green leaves that silkworms love to eat. That's the mulberry tree. Those leaves are dried and sometimes concentrated into an extract. If regular mulberry tea is like a mild drip coffee, mulberry leaf extract is like an espresso shot, more of the plant's active compounds in a smaller amount. One of the key compounds is DNJ, short for 1-deoxynitrogenomycin. Think of it as a carb speed bump. When you eat starchy or sugary foods, enzymes in your small intestine break those carbs into simple sugars that quickly enter your blood. DNJ can block some of those enzymes, called alpha-glucosidase, and that slows down how fast carbs turn into sugar. The idea is less of a sharp spike in blood sugar after a meal and more of a gentle hill. Mulberry leaf also contains antioxidants and anti-inflammatory plant compounds. Antioxidants help mop up free radicals, which are unstable molecules that can damage cells over time. Early research suggests mulberry leaf extract may also nudge insulin, the hormone that moves sugar from your blood into your cells, to work a bit more efficiently. So if DNJ is turning down the tap of sugar coming in, better insulin action is like slightly widening the drain.
Your body does not make DNJ or mulberry compounds on its own. These come only from the plant. What your body does make are the enzymes and hormones that already handle carbohydrates. Things like genetics, sleep, movement, stress, and overall diet have a much bigger impact on blood sugar than any one supplement. Mulberry leaf, at best, is a helper on top of those basics, not the foundation. Let's talk about what human studies actually show. Several small clinical trials have tested standardized mulberry leaf extracts taken right before carb-heavy meals. In a trial with a few dozen healthy adults, doses around 200 to 250 milligrams lowered the jump in blood sugar and insulin after a complex meal compared to a placebo. The blood sugar curve after eating was lower and smoother when people took the extract. Other short-term studies in people with type 2 diabetes or borderline high blood sugar, usually lasting around 8 to 12 weeks in groups of about 30 to 60 people, have found modest improvements in fasting blood sugar, insulin levels, and sometimes good HDL cholesterol when people took mulberry leaf powder or extract. Some trials don't find much effect, so the overall picture is promising but still mixed and limited. So no, mulberry leaf extract is not a proven treatment or cure for diabetes. It looks more like an extra tool that can help support more stable blood sugar, especially after meals, when it's used alongside the basics: diet, movement, sleep, and medications when needed. Now, how do people actually use it? First, as a drink. In several Asian countries, mulberry leaf tea is a common herbal beverage. A typical cup might use about 2 to 3 grams of dried leaf in 200 to 250 milliliters of hot water, roughly 7 to 8 ounces, steeped for a few minutes. 1 to 3 cups per day is common. The downside is that the amount of DNJ and other active compounds can vary a lot, so the blood sugar effect may be unpredictable.
That's why many people turn to supplements. Most mulberry leaf extract products come as capsules, tablets, or powders. A commonly used range in studies is roughly 800 to 1,000 milligrams of leaf powder or extract, taken up to 3 times per day, often just before meals, for up to about 12 weeks. Some standardized products use smaller doses, around 200 to 300 milligrams of extract, with carb-heavy meals because they're concentrated to contain a specific amount of DNJ. Always follow the product label and your clinician's advice. Timing matters. Because the main action is in the gut while carbs are being broken down,
Mulberry leaf extract makes the most sense shortly before or at the first bites of a meal that contains starch or sugar. Taking it on an empty stomach or with very low-carb food probably doesn't do much. And it's not a get-out-of-jail-free card. A very high-sugar meal can easily overwhelm the effect. Product quality is another big piece. Look for brands that say how much mulberry leaf extract you're getting per capsule, ideally standardized, and that avoid over-the-top promises. Third-party testing and clear ingredient lists are good signs. If a label claims it can replace your diabetes meds or cure disease, that's a red flag. You might wonder, can I be deficient in mulberry leaf? Not in the way we talk about low vitamin D or low iron. There's no official deficiency. A better question is, am I in a group where this might be more useful? Here's some clues that a conversation about blood sugar support, including things like mulberry leaf, could be worth having. You regularly eat a lot of refined carbs like white bread, white rice, sweets, or sugary drinks. You feel very sleepy, shaky, or ravenously hungry 1 to 2 hours after those meals. Your doctor has mentioned prediabetes or borderline labs. Or diabetes runs in your family and you carry extra weight around your midsection.
A simple self-check you can do is to keep a 3-day log. Write down your meals, especially the carb-heavy ones, and note how you feel 1 to 2 hours later. Energy level, mood, hunger, and any brain fog. Then review your lab results with your clinician. Important tests to discuss include fasting blood glucose and hemoglobin A1C, which reflects your average blood sugar over roughly 3 months. Your clinician may also want to watch cholesterol, triglycerides, and kidney and liver tests if you add new supplements. To make this more concrete, think of 3 quick personas. One is the budget-conscious eater living on fast food, instant noodles, and white rice. For you, the biggest wins are still small upgrades like beans, whole grains, and fewer sugary drinks. Mulberry leaf tea or a simple capsule with your highest carb meal might be a low-cost add-on if your clinician agrees. Another is the plant-based eater with big bowls of rice, pasta, or bread. Mulberry leaf with your most carb-heavy meal could be one more tool, as long as you check for interactions. And the third is someone already diagnosed with a blood sugar condition and on medication. In that case, you should only try mulberry leaf under close medical supervision, because combining it with blood sugar lowering drugs can push your levels too low. Now for the safety reality check. Short-term use of mulberry leaf powder or extract up to about 12 weeks appears possibly safe for most adults in studies. The most common side effects are digestive, bloating, gas, constipation, loose stools, or mild stomach discomfort. Some people report dizziness or feeling a bit off, which may relate to blood sugar drops, especially if they're also on medication.
The most important interaction is with diabetes medications and any other drug that already lowers blood sugar. Combining them can increase the risk of hypoglycemia, or low blood sugar. Typical warning signs are shakiness, sweating, rapid heartbeat, irritability, confusion, or feeling like you might pass out. If you notice these after starting a supplement like mulberry leaf, follow your clinician's plan for treating low blood sugar and contact them as soon as you can. There's also a more technical interaction that may matter for some people. Mulberry leaf might affect certain transport pumps in your kidneys and other cells that move medications in and out, which could possibly change drug levels in your body. We don't yet know exactly which drugs are most affected, so if you're on prescription meds, this is another reason to run mulberry leaf by your pharmacist or doctor first. For pregnancy and breastfeeding, the safest move right now is to avoid mulberry leaf supplements unless your obstetric provider clearly recommends them. We just don't have solid safety data. The same goes for children. Older adults should also be cautious because they tend to be more sensitive to both blood sugar changes and dehydration from stomach upset. You should stop the supplement and seek help if you notice signs of an allergic reaction like rash, itching, swelling, or trouble breathing, if you develop severe stomach pain, vomiting, or diarrhea, or if you repeatedly have symptoms suggestive of low blood sugar. Quick myth check. Mulberry leaf extract does not cure diabetes. It doesn't let you eat unlimited sugar or skip medications. And natural does not mean risk-free. Plants can still cause side effects and interact with prescriptions.
So, big picture. Mulberry leaf extract comes from the leaves of the mulberry tree and is rich in DNJ, a compound that slows the breakdown of carbs in your gut. That can help smooth out the blood sugar and insulin surge after carb-heavy meals. Human studies are small and short, but overall suggest modest benefits for post-meal blood sugar and some metabolic markers when used consistently, especially with higher carb meals. It's usually taken as tea or in capsules in the range of roughly 800 to 1,000 milligrams of leaf powder up to 3 times per day, or smaller standardized extract doses for a few months at a time. It's a tool, not a cure, and it should never replace lifestyle changes or prescribed medications. If you want one practical action today, grab your most recent lab results, look at your fasting glucose and A1C, and ask your healthcare provider whether something like mulberry leaf tea or a standardized extract taken with your highest carb meal could make sense for you and how to monitor it safely. Have you tried mulberry leaf tea or supplements? Did you notice anything with your energy or after-meal crashes? Share in the comments so others can learn from you, and let us know what supplements you would like to learn about next.